Hey everyone, welcome to Legends Podcasting. I'm Stu.
I'm Ross.
And I'm Rob.
And we're here for episode 10, the season finale of season 1 of Batman the Caped Crusader. So we've been flying through these. On to the last one, and after we've watched this, we're going to have a long chat about probably the whole season in a whole, as we haven't really done a sort of post-reaction to a lot of the episodes in much detail. So stick with us for that, and let's jump straight into this finale episode of Caped Crusader. Just before we do, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please, I do appreciate everyone who subscribes, and also head to our Patreon for full reactions of this show as well as all the other shows we react to. So let's jump into the finale of Batman Caped Crusader.
So what is this? You here to gloat?
No, Harvey. This is the last place I want to be tonight. Somebody needs to help you.
This goody two-shoes, Babs Gordon. Well, you can just...
Fuck off.
Just let me run.
We'll flip for it. Heads, I'm your lawyer, and you listen to me. Tails, I walk out of here, and you can keep arguing with yourself. How about that? Heads. Looks like I'm your lawyer then.
Okay. Fine. I guess.
It's my trick.
Good. I'll get you transferred for a psych evaluation.
I know this psychiatrist, Harley Quinn.
Here. You can keep that. It's yours anyway.
Double-headed.
Yep, always is. Good idea to scarred it up.
We might do that.
Maybe,
Yeah, I guess if his personality develops any further in this episode, it probably would end up that way.
Do we know where they're holding Dent yet?
They're moving him around the next few.
Harvey did a lot of favors for the right people over the years. He's an itch that needs to get scratched.
Wait! What about Polly?
Well, Professor Pig.
Oh,
Wait.
really?
He just wants this.
Why is there a patient walking around with no guards?
Okay, Miss Gordon. We'll bring your client out.
Thanks. You won't be here long. The doctor will see you today, and the hearing is set for tomorrow.
I killed people. There's no way I'm not doing time. They'll lock me up forever. I would.
You're a victim, too. I think we can count on some leniency if you're willing to cooperate. So you give up a few of the crooks at City Hall, and we walk you out of here. You'd be exposing corruption.
By admitting I knew about it and did nothing.
You've got to give me something. Some way to defend you.
I'm a useless, disgusting crybaby. How hard is that to understand? You stuck-up little... I didn't mean that. It's his favorite trick.
It's his favourite trick.
Do you ever use a door?
What's going on with the Dent case?
Nothing so far. I'm trying to get him a deal, but it's like he's snapped.
Dent put his thumb on the scale in court sometimes, but he did care about justice. You need to reach that part of him.
I'm sure you'll keep dropping in whenever you want, but maybe I should have a way to contact you.
Klondike 50127.
You have a phone number?
When I need one.
I thought you were going to tell me to leave a blue light on in the window.
It's not a red light. Turn on the red light.
This isn't the Killing Joke.
Yeah, Jesus.
Bruce Wayne. My pal. What's the plan tonight? Dinner at Marco's? Maybe a show at the Copa? I'm sorry about the other night, Harvey. I shouldn't have made you come out. If we pretended everything was normal. Yeah, that's the Bruce Wayne way, isn't it? The great pretender. What does that mean? But none of this is your fault. You were only trying to be my friend. This was done to you. You were driven over the edge. You need treatment, not a jail cell. You know, anyone else who did what I did wouldn't be able to make a deal. That's not really justice, is it? Don't start growing a conscience now, Dent.
Nope.
Just help yourself, that's all I'm saying.
Shut.
You can still have a life.
Putting into his Batman voice.
Harvey Dent doesn't give up. Sorry, Bruce.
So Batman's got a personality as well.
I take it Harvey's condition was as expected. So what are we going to do, Master Bruce?
I don't know.
Learn to pick ourselves up. I mean,
Just
One of the thorns, right? Cool Batman.
Only mobile phones were a thing.
Yeah. Payphone. Car through it? She loves a car chase, this woman. It's the third one this season.
Yeah, the fifth one in total this month.
evening, Dent.
Oh, what?
Class.
No
Guessed
way.
You and Bullock. Sorry, Dent. This isn't a breakout. It's the big sleep.
That's not a phone.
You know, I always knew you two were the crookedest cops in Gotham, but somehow I still thought we were friends.
Hey, don't try to make me feel guilty here. And you were no better than us, Nick. Just the next stop up the line.
Guys don't get their faces melted off for no reason. Should have stayed smart and played along with Boss Thorne.
Just hand him over to Thorne's guys and walk away. Then we're done.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I always assumed you were the one in charge, Bullet, but it's Flass. I never saw it.
What? What's he talking about?
Whenever someone needs to get their hands dirty, it's you who does it, right, Bullet? You're a puppet and a fall guy all in one package, you big dumb son.
I said shut up!
Harvey!
Gordon,
I think I scratched my face.
how did you get here?
How do you think? I followed you. We have to get you somewhere safe.
You think I'm safe with the cops? Those two are about to hand me over to the mob. Sorry, I'm doing this my way now, Gordon. Time to pay Boss Thorne another visit.
Like hell.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm not letting you go off on a suicide mission.
You're putting yourself in danger, Barbara.
Well, then we better get out of here.
I don't think she's going to get shot.
Paralyzed.
Maybe. Surely he's got drive though, the way she just handcuffed him.
Oh, where is he?
Gone.
Oh, God. We're cooked.
Thorne's men are around the corner and Dent can't have gotten far. We'll find him.
I'm not going to the cops.
Relax. I'm not taking you in, okay?
Gordon.
It's me.
Barbara. Thank God. I heard you were there when Dent escaped.
It was a kidnapping.
What?
I'll explain later.
Now it's meet two bent cops in the middle of nowhere? I'm telling you, we should be getting overtime pay for this.
Yep.
Hey, look.
Straight into a wall.
All right, Dad. We'll see you there. And be careful.
Are you done now?
No, not yet.
K15.
That should be a red phone.
Wayne Manor. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Shit.
This is Barbara Gordon. Can I, speak to Batman?
Wait, what?
Hold the line, please.
What the hell was that?
Is that Pennyworth?
Hello, Barbara.
You are something else, Gordon.
Because I'm trying to save you?
Yeah. You actually think there's some kind of happy ending for me.
That's it. That's the car we saw. They gotta be here somewhere.
And don't take any chances. You see him, you shoot.
You recognize that car, right?
Gordon's daughter. Neither of them can leave these docks. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, saying it's time for the dirty work.
And shoot Barbara as well. Jesus Christ. They give no. She doesn't give a shit about Gordon at all. Oh, they're there as well.
Did you hear something?
15 men. 2 of them are yours.
Dad.
Barbara, don't look at me. This was her idea.
We have to move.
So this is the big plan? You protect me long enough that I could testify against Thorne in half of City Hall, and then what? 100 other monsters will show up to replace anyone you take down. This is a losing battle. The 4 of you can't hold back the tide.
I don't care. You will testify, Dent, because you don't bend with the world when it goes bad. You push back. Go. I'll handle this.
You damn right, oh crap. Where are you?
Yeah.
Here. What are you doing?
You listen. Thorne is only after me, no one else. Uncuff me and I'll lead them all away.
Over here! I got him!
Oh!
Harvey, stop it!
He said shoot on one side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yell.
Yeah.
Barbara, you have to let me go.
I think Jim and Montoya are like, oh wait, where are they?
Just whistling down the dark.
Yeah. We're home free, boys!
Freeze! I said freeze.
Wait, where's Barbara?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, man.
Now you know.
Detective.
Yeah.
10 minutes ago.
10 out of 10.
This place will be swarming with cops soon.
Then you let me do the talking. There's still nothing they got unless that'll stick.
Rack up a 50, 60 hit combo. Yeah.
So, tick did he kick them or did they just shoot each other?
In the ear, man.
Where are Dent and your daughter?
We got separated.
I'll find them.
I've seen there's a crane somewhere he's swinging on.
It was just a platter thing with
Yeah,
loads
yeah,
of things on it. It's like, that's the health and safety of the 40s.
Yeah. Usually, it's like 5 o'clock, time's finished. Nah, leave it over the weekend. It's fine. Don't worry. No one's gonna touch it.
Hey, you your rules. It's 5. It's quitting time.
Yeah, it's good now. I don't care if it's halfway up.
They're not paying me to lower it.
Not working overtime. So far, we've killed more people than anyone in this season, I think.
Just uncuff us. I can't. I can't, Barbara. Don't do this. You can't die. For someone like me.
I don't plan on dying tonight. We got turned around. We can go back to my car. It's this way.
Look at this, Flash. Someone got winged.
Any one of you guys?
They headed back to her car.
You're wasting your time.
Isn't that what you said I do for all my clients?
Oh, God. Don't make me laugh.
But they're gonna do it. God, he is.
I wouldn't bullock.
You don't like Bullock being a bad guy.
There's Flash in the background. Barbara's taking one in the spine.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You mean what?
Okay.
Hey, hold on. That wasn't right to shoot. You're just some lousy vigilante. I'm a goddamn cop!
I'm sorry. Oh. He pissed himself in that blue suit. I don't know if I like that.
Using the gun in general.
Yeah. You should never like to pick one up ever. That's what makes the Batman Beyond show so opening so good, because he has to.
Why did you do that?
Damned if I know.
Any keys? Dragging a dead body around.
If you're still around when they get here, I'll have to take you in.
Good words. Thank you very much. Flask and Bullock are going anyway, I guess.
I saw something in him when he went over the edge.
Something that reminded you of yourself? Harvey Dent was twisted by ambition. He lost sight of his own humanity. That isn't you. You've even made friends. In your own way.
4 of us against an endless tide. Dent was right. Those are terrible odds, but I'll take them.
Nice.
Call him Alfred.
Thank you, Penny.
Yes.
Alfred.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Thanks, Alfred.
Progression.
Some character progression. Finally.
Just tell them to keep their mouths shut.
Batman's gonna have a conversation with Thorne now.
And tell
I
them
own
I
you.
said nice work.
That whole scene reminds me of
Before
Bruce's
there's a back, it's
mention
just
about
that
Beyond.
deserved.
Yeah. Oh. Jesus.
Zipper up there.
What a shot.
I was aiming for his head.
I missed.
Yeah.
I Alfred $10.
That's a cool shot.
That's the shot I saw of the. I was talking about this last week.
Well, I was going to finish it. That was
Yeah,
going to flash
same.
cool shit to finish on.
Yeah. Joker.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's perfecting his toxin.
Perfect.
Ooh, that's a dark voice.
Yeah.
Yes.
That could have been a cool after credit scene. To be fair. I guess they didn't want anyone to miss it. There's no, I guess no more.
I guess they're keeping it for season 2. Yeah. Unless that's just like we've got a placeholder voice to do that, and then we haven't cast Joker yet for season 2.
Yeah, maybe. Because they say it's interesting being a dark. I mean, I guess you could go that sort of 3 Jokers story where the first one was the comedian. There's the 3 Jokers, the Jeff Johns story.
Yeah.
But the first one was more serious.
He's the one that started it all.
Yeah, and he wasn't the jokey joke. He was like the serious one. So maybe because it's set in the 1940s, they could do that quite well. Interesting. I don't know if I liked him picking up the gun and shooting around Flask. I know it was a point to try and because it was his friend that just died, but again, this is a different universe. So I'll take it. But in my head, he never picks up a gun ever. and that's why Batman Beyond is so powerful when he has to do it in the first episode, and also even in Bad Blood where in Under the Red Hood when Jason throws him a gun and he just looks at it and he's like, no, what? No. He just drops it straight away. So the fact he picked it up in that and then shot around him was a bit weird.
Yeah, it's Justice League cartoon where Dead Man gets inside him and shoots the guy that's about to shoot someone else, and then he's like, "What have you done?"
Yeah.
It's like
it's all those little bits where it's just like and even in Bad Blood where he's been brainwashed by Talia and she says like shoot Nightwing, and he like puts it against himself and he goes no. I mean he does technically he does shoot a gun out of her hand I guess then, but which is a bit but.
He did seem to be genuinely angry at the gun when he threw it, so it's like it's a different take on it. He wasn't going to kill Flass; he was just making a point.
But like the fact he picked it up and like threatened him with it. I guess, and again maybe talking myself out of it. The original comic that this is the suit sort of based on, he had a gun, right? So maybe that was like a nod to that. But
did like it finally called him Alfred at the end of the series?
Yes.
So.
I thought they were going to save it to the end.
Yeah.
I mean, that was cool. Like, that sort of makes up for him being called Pennyworth the rest of the season. Like, actually, he understands now.
That was a story arc that connected all the way through. Was him realising he doesn't need to be alone. He's got friends. He's got allies.
Yeah. It was interesting when he went to see Harvey in Arkham Asylum, and he flipped to the Batman voice like without even realising.
Yeah. Because he's become so much of that character.
Yeah. Which is quite. And then he realised he was like, "Oh, that's fine."
Called him Dent. Yeah, rather than
that was quite interesting. Little twist, little thing going on.
It's even partly his fault that Harvey flipped as bad as he did because he was trying to interrogate him rather than being a friend.
Yeah, exactly. Which you could say he holds himself a bit responsible for, which is fine. It's just sad that they killed him off, Two-Face off at the end. But because who's that? Is it Bard Harley Quinn? Or did anyone else survive? Two-Face got shot. Well, Penguin went to prison.
Clayface got the snot beaten out of him. Whether or not he's in Arkham or not, I don't know.
Did he die? He didn't get killed.
No, he was knocked out, but his face was mashed up, so whether or not that killed him, I don't know.
Catwoman was in prison.
Yeah.
Grey Ghost left.
Yeah. You mean Gentleman Ghost got killed?
Sorry, yeah.
Firefly got killed.
Shot out the window.
What was 6? 6 was Grey Ghost 7.
Well, when you said Gentleman Ghost, I think it was the other guy that sort of is now a Gentleman Ghost that was in white, right?
Yeah.
What was his name?
The voodoo guy.
He's the guy who works for Constantine. Yeah. But so it's okay. I'm trying to think of how many they killed during the show, but it wasn't that many actually. It was Firefly and
Firefly.
Firefly. Two-Face.
If he was Firefly, he wouldn't have died.
Wait, man.
Yeah, because he could have flown.
It's
ways of bugs where you jumped out, you thrown out the window.
If it's season 2, there's a Firefly, and he's like, I've learned from my predecessor's mistake. Exactly. I've got wings.
Yeah. And then 8. Yeah, no, that was onomatopoeia. Didn't
got arrested.
Yeah. Numbers. Yeah, so fine. So there wasn't that many. So interesting. So like it's set up for season 2. It's like Gordon, both Barbara, Jim, Montoya, Batman versus the rest of the city, pretty much.
I guess with Flass and Bullock now being shown to be corrupt, then they can at least start to
still, that's another thing that doesn't sit well with me. Again, I know it's a change, but again, it's one of those things we spoke about at the end of the last episode. It's a change that's not needed, like making Bullock a corrupt cop.
Well, remind me, because didn't he start out on the take in Gotham, and then Jim turned him over time into being a good cop?
I think was he on the take, or did he just turn the other way a lot? I can't remember.
He was
times since we watched that show.
I know he was bent to an extent, and then Jim turns up at the end.
Yeah, but in this, there's not even any relationship between Bullock and Gordon.
No,
like he's not even trying to. I thought that in a few of the episodes at the beginning of the season, when Floss was saying stuff, Bullock was unsure. And I thought he was like on the fence of like, right, I'm doing it, but I don't want to do it.
They didn't show exactly what happened to Firebird when he fell out. You just saw
Bullock
go to the window. So I thought it was Floss that shot him.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he was going to turn on him and say that these are all the
but then the way Harvey was talking about it in the car, it was like, oh, but you always make Bullock do the dirty work. So Bullock did shoot him. It's like, oh, you do it, Bullock, because then I'm in. If we ever get caught, I'm in the clear.
Exactly.
You did. All the bullets are from your gun. All the stuff like fingerprints is your fingerprints kind of thing. Which is an interesting thing. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe in season 2 that Jim saw, like, I don't know, maybe Bullock sort of snaps out of it and Jim goes, okay, no, you generally want to try and be a good cop now, then come and help, kind of thing. But I don't know. The first couple of episodes, it seemed like he was unsure, and Flask was convincing him to do it. But then by the end of it, he was just like, yeah, kill Barbara, great, great. It's like, okay.
I think that's the one thing I think that Batman has a problem with. Is there's been so many good versions of the character throughout the years.
Yeah.
You'll always compare it to the better version.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to take it as like
that leads back into the whole thing of like, do you think they made it in the 1940s solely to try and make it different?
Yes, I think so.
Because there are a lot of changes. We were saying throughout the course of this reaction, there's been some changes that we're not sure why they've done. That it doesn't make the show better. It doesn't make the character any better.
It's just to be different.
It's just to be different.
Yeah.
Do its own take.
Yeah, which is fine. I say I take it as an Elseworlds story, and it's enjoyable. It's not. Being totally honest, it's not as mind-blowingly.
I think the trailer hyped it up a bit.
I think
the trailer made it look really, really good.
Yeah, it's not as it's good. It's not like mind-blowing like X-Men '97 or maybe in My Adventure Superman's been. And yeah, maybe with all the names.
I would say it's that good compared to any other Batman thing.
No.
Animated series, the Batman.
Well,
I'm thinking cartoons.
Perhaps we should do a ranker next week and do all the animated Batman series.
We know it's going to be number one.
It's interesting to talk about the rest of them.
But I like Batman Beyond more than the animated series.
Well, that is
there's something about it that I just really like. I think it's because it has the history of the animated series, the Justice League. Then you have that, so it's all tied up. It's all one universe anyway. Yeah,
but if they brought that out and there was no animated series.
Oh yeah, exactly. It had to have the other two to get that good. But I think that's why I like it, because it has all the history.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
got one of the Return of the Joker movies, one of the best animated movies.
But they do such a good job of making Terry a different character to Bruce, especially in Return of the Joker, when it's like, Bruce never laughed at you.
Batman never laughed. We want to make Batman laugh because
he's like,
and he talks to him and like mocks him and everything.
I'm not laughing with you. I'm laughing at you.
Knees him in the balls and stuff. It's like, Batman wouldn't fight dirty. He goes,
Batman used to have class.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a weird one. I say it's an enjoyable watch, but it's not one that I'm like gonna go back and watch straight away. Where like
I don't know about you, but I felt having watched all this and editing some of the episodes, the pacing's a little bit off. With the way there's smash cuts at the end, there's no like down.
I also feel like the quality control isn't as good. Yes. Whereas in, like you said, where Barbara's hung cuffed the wrong way, so that means Two-Face had to drive that car away.
Yeah.
So they haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
And there's a thing, like there was that thing where they got in the car and they drove a few metres and it broke down.
Yeah.
And it's like...
according to the way it was cut.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a couple of shots last episode of the back of Two-Face's head where his chin wasn't covered in bandages.
All right.
So
that's little things. I mean, the positive stuff from it, before everyone would be like, I can't believe you hit the show in comments. Positive stuff is I like the detective noir style of it.
I love his voice.
The voice of Batman. It was really good.
And I think that's one of the things I've seen. I'll go back and watch a few episodes of the animated series as well, but I've not seen a Bruce like that before, being used as like, hey, I'm friendly Bruce. Worming his way around high society.
They've I mean, it happens in like the comics and some of the games.
Oh yeah,
but the animated series, he was always just Bruce Wayne. Like, I guess the way they wrote the episodes, it was like, Bruce Wayne's at a party and something happened to his son Batman, but he's never there to investigate, like he was like on the boat in the first episode of this one. And again, using the Bruce Wayne persona to get to do investigating, but like sneak and like trying to bribe Montoya and being like, she would take the bribe, so maybe she's a good cop, so I can try and trust her, kind of thing. That kind of stuff was really cool. Even though I love Clayface from the animated series, the way he could like turn into that. I did like this version of Clayface. I do, of course I do. One of my favourite bad guys. The fact that he can turn into a big monster and like turn to hammers and like knives and shit was really good. And the story of him and Batman trying to help him, I really love that. So this one, when it was slightly different, I still enjoyed that sort of detective part and like story of that one. The Catwoman one I quite enjoyed as well. I like the way they actually brought Gentleman Ghost in and make it a sort of supernatural thing as well, because it opens up to you could go anywhere with the show. Like you didn't just stick to the because we all thought when we were watching that episode, it's some sort of weird technology from the 40s that he's using, and it's actually like no, it's an actual ghost.
They kind of went that way a little bit as well with the
the girl. The carnival.
Yeah.
So there's supernatural stuff in this DC universe.
Which
kind of fits into the 40s theme because it's kind of like unknown.
Yes, but yeah, I like the way he instantly thought it wasn't true, and then actually was like, if it was like the sort of famous Sherlock Holmes line of if all of the possibilities aren't true, the most obvious one is usually the truth. It's like, no, here's actually a ghost kind of thing. So yeah, so there's lots of positive stuff. It's just I say.
What do you think of Barbara being a
lawyer
rather than?
I mean, it's fine. It puts her more in the.
I mean, she'd be more Batwoman than Batgirl, like if she became Bat, because it's like she's a lot older, right? So it's changing the backstory of famous.
Like, I don't think she'll have a big comeback.
No, not in this. I think especially now we saw lots like all the other Robins at the carnivals. I think this is very much it's never going to be a Robin or a psychic. It's going to be Batman and the cop and like the good cops against the rest of the city. I do quite like in the last episode, but you sort of see it during the show. But definitely in the last episode when Harvey's like, the whole of Gotham's corrupt. Like you can't stop it. It's like
it's oncoming
you take away the one. There's 10 more waiting to take over.
It does seem
stuff.
like Thorne is at the top of it though. So if you
at the moment, I mean, even if you get Thorne, you could bring in Falcone or Maroni or something like that.
Wait, we'll let the Joker in.
Yeah.
So it always happens with that early Batman story, isn't it? As soon as you take out the mob, you've got the escalation thing. You've got the costume criminals come in.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, well, you see him in the first episode, right? When he took down the Penguin, it's like I've given Penguin's territory to Thorne now, so he's even more powerful. So it's like that sort of balancing act, and that's kind of why you see it in the comics and definitely in the animated series. That the Master Phantasm explains it quite well. It's like there's mobsters out there that Batman will lean on for information, but he will let them do their business because if he gets rid of them, the worst ones will take over.
What's the storyline in the mid 2000s? The gang war in City, because it was like Stephanie died in the because that was the whole thing. Like he had the entire underworld mapped out and knew that if you pulled 1 linchpin, like it would all crumble. And then she found that plan and accidentally set it all in motion, and the whole city went to war. It's like So it's good. I'll be interested to do with season 2. I mean, I get bringing the Joker in at the end. I was kind of enjoying the show without the Joker because it's always the Joker. Yeah. Every Batman iteration is always the Joker, and I love the Joker. Don't get me wrong. Some of the great stories are with the Joker, but he's got such a great rogues gallery. It's nice to have other characters. I feel like Man-Bat would be a really cool one for the show, like 1940s mad scientist.
Mr. Freeze as well.
Mr. Freeze, would be quite cool.
Riddler would be good as well.
Yeah. Condiment King. I mean, like all the great ones.
He's not good at anything.
Calendar King.
Calendar Man. There's so many. It's all good down here. Mad Hatter. You could do like a really cool version of the Mad Hatter.
You could be a 1940s psychiatrist that's hypnotising people.
I mean, the Scarecrow, the Scarecrow got mentioned in this.
Well, Bane as well.
Yeah, Bane. I kind of thought like when we were watching that Carnival one when they did the electricity thing, I thought that actually was working, and I thought it was like, oh, maybe that's an interesting way to bring Bane into it. Obviously, it was just a fake thing that she was sucking life force out of people instead. But no, Scarecrow would be a good one to do. They should do a really scary Scarecrow in this, like really cool Scarecrow.
So I think on the Harley Quinn change, like
it's difficult, right?
Her being insane before the Joker turns up.
I don't know if she's insane or she was generally trying to help random people, but like it's difficult, right? Because like taking like the show, the Batman animated series and all the comics since that has made Harley Quinn a certain way. That's the thing that everyone loves about her. So to completely change it is a bit. I kind of would have preferred it to be a psychiatrist that wasn't Harley Quinn. It was just a random psychiatrist.
You could have brought Hugo Strange in.
Yeah, or like and do something else. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, she's still alive, right? Because she called up Montoya at the end, so we'll see her again. Maybe she'll.
Maybe once she sees the Joker, she'll change. Maybe.
Yeah, I know, but I don't feel like she's.
Transpire that the Joker was one of her first patients, and that's where it started.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and I say just from that ending with seeing all the people going through the laughing toxin looks scary as hell. So it's going to be quite a scary series, having to deal with Thorne and the other mobsters that are coming up, and the Joker. And I hope Joker's like not a one and done. It would be like a sort of series long.
He's like the new Thorne, I think.
Yeah. Kind of. Well, he's just causing chaos in the city that they're trying to save. but he's yeah. But I'm really pissed off. I can't remember the order of that Three Jokers thing. Pissed me off. I literally read it not that long ago for like the 5th time.
What will Jeff say?
I know, Jeff. I'm really sorry. He's probably watching this right now, being like, "Come on, Stu, you know what this is."
Comedian one was the second one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like the comedian,
Gangster,
the clown, the criminal, and the comedian.
Yeah.
So the criminal is the one I was sort of looking at, the middle one.
Yeah.
He looks. Well, I mean, you only saw his eyes, but he's sort of like. I feel like the criminal is the one that they go for, which is the middle one, which is like the first one, where he's more of just a normal criminal than just a crazy person who likes causing chaos. So yeah, he's actually a strategist.
I've got to read it again, but I'm pretty sure he's the one that's planning the whole thing, isn't he? And the other two are going out and doing things.
Yeah. So that would be cool. Yeah.
Be interesting to see if as well, because he did have white skin. Did he already come across Batman and he fell in?
Yes, it's Batman
in there already, or is it a different origin altogether?
Yeah, very true.
I'm just trying to think if there's any character we've met so far this season that could potentially be him.
Max Driver.
Max. Shot in the arm. It's just.
The only way we can cure this wound is by throwing you this.
30s hospital technology. In you go. Just like,
oh, didn't work. Well, you healed, but some side effects.
Asbestos.
Asbestos. Oh my God, you've been bleached with asbestos.
There is a comic of that where it's Johnny Storm facing down a character on the front cover. It's like, you're powerless against asbestos, man. And it's like, oh, that did not age well. That's,
wow. That is, yeah.
It's like, I think the commentary underneath something like, yeah, asbestos is man, more weakness, cancer.
Yeah.
Just like,
stop, man. It's really scary.
So
like,
they create him from Wayne Tech's cancer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Shut it.
So we're going to see my family now.
This?
It's like without getting too deep into it, man. Like when I used to work at Health Safety Company, like the asbestos thing is crazy. You know the snow in Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, asbestos, and like the snow in I think it's is it A Wonderful Life or Christmas movie. All the snow that's on the ground is asbestos. They're just kids running in asbestos.
Give you the shits. Did you ever do science lessons at school with the heatproof mats?
Yes.
There's asbestos.
Yep.
Just quite happily handing those around. It's just like
yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. I'm quite surprised you haven't mentioned his cape not draping over.
Well, yeah, his whole design's awful.
Yeah.
I wonder if you're going to comment on it. The ears.
I mean, it's a 1940s.
Exactly.
Design,
I
right?
saw it in the trailer. And it's like, well, that's what it is. You know,
Yeah.
It could be version 1 of the suit that could redesign it for season 2.
But it is odd that it was coming from here rather than a point. Right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I feel like if it came from a point, at least it would like droop like that a little bit. I mean,
but also the variable length we kept noticing as well, which is weird.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't quite go to his feet, and then next scene
it's above his ankles.
Yeah.
Well, it's always draping, or it's like above his ankles. Yeah. I get. Yeah.
As I say, I don't think the quality control was quite there.
Which is weird, given it's an Amazon production. But then
the other thing as well is I didn't think it was written quite as well as the animated series, especially as it's on Amazon Prime, where they say, we're going to make it more for adults rather than a kids show.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it was written as well.
No, I feel like there's scarier things in the animated series than there was in here. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it's interesting. I have to go back and look at all the writers of the show, but like, I know Paul Dini's not involved in this. Who was like one of the people that. Again, we're not trying to compare it to the animated series because it's difficult. It's difficult because it's a similar art style. Bruce Timm's involved,
and he's involved with the Arkham Asylum and Arkham City.
Yeah,
and that's why I said it's so hard, especially for Batman and Superman, where there's so many different media things of them.
Yeah.
You'll always compare it to your favourite version.
Yeah,
and it's very hard to beat.
So we're trying to be objective, but like you say, especially when you've got, like you say, Bruce Timm, who's done, I want to say, better.
Before. Well, he's been part of Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series, Justice League, Unlimited, Batman Beyond,
and Killing Joke.
The movie.
Yeah.
Was Bruce Timm in that?
Yeah, he was involved with it. I think.
Okay, fine, but those things, like he was like.
Didn't he also do that Harley and Batman animated movie as well?
Yeah, that wasn't great.
That
was not great.
You say about Paul Dini, he's the one writer that made me like Damian Wayne as a character. So
yes,
like, he's got that.
Like,
when I first read Damian, fucking hated him as a character for a long time. We even read through Batman and Robin when Dick and they were it, didn't like that, and then other stuff. And then it was there was a series with Paul Dini just after Batman had died in R.I.P. And in Final Crisis when he gets killed by Darkseid. And then it's Hush is pretending to be Bruce Wayne to try and take over Wayne Enterprises. Dick figures it out, locks him up in the tower, and he's like, well, I can't really get rid of you because you made an appearance as Bruce. So you'll do what I tell you and I'll let you out occasionally. And then Damien ends up coming to talk to him because he wants to get out his conscience about it to his father. And it's this really great speech he gives to Bruce. It's like, okay, now you Paul Dini have made me like Damien as a character because you've given me the side of him I didn't see before.
Well, every episode he ever did is probably the best episode.
Yeah, no, I would say for an anime series, if I name my top 10, I would assume 8 of them are Paul Dini. And also, like, I don't know if he wrote much of the Batman Robin comic when Dick was Batman.
That's mostly Grant Morrison, I think. Though.
But like that story, and there was like a separate Batman one as well with Robin Jones. But like as you said, like Damien came along and he was like this arrogant assassin, and everyone hated him. But the story of like Dick and him becoming like brothers, it was like such a cool, like subtle story. And then by the end, when then spoilers in like later, long time later, when Damien gets killed. And he knows he's going to die, that like, him and Dick have this great moment together, and it's just like, so good. I can't remember who wrote that, but it's Anyway, we're sidetracking. Yes, that's SA. I'd be interested to see. I say it's been a weird one because the few reactions I've seen, people love the show, but there's a lot of hate on Facebook for this show. So it's an interesting mix, but then Rotten Tomatoes are like 100% score and like.
You always have to worry about anything that says 100% is bullshit. So
so it's a weird. I'd be curious to see once it's been out a few weeks and people have actually watched it, like what the actual realistic sort of audience score is, because
the one thing this has got over maybe say the animated series in terms of next season is it's going to be a full year.
Yeah,
and probably haven't started. They're probably storyboarding the next season, but they haven't started doing animatics or any work on that. So if you take on the valid criticisms of the show, you can build that into season 2 and build it better.
Yeah, I agree.
Or you could do what most people seem to do these days and go, "You're criticising this show, fuck you." It's like, no, there's some nonsense out there, but there's also some valid stuff to.
And there's some good stuff in the show. So people are still watching already commenting, being like, "Oh, you're hating the show." We're not hating the show. We're like massive. Been Batman fans since kids, and this is a good version, not the best version, but like it has some things that they can work on to really make it. And see how many shows they can get out of it, but a series they can get out of it. But they sort of the only thing they pushed themselves. I guess they pushed themselves. They pushed themselves slightly into a corner of like trying to develop characters, like having a Robin or a Batgirl or something, because they made them so different that I don't think that would ever happen now. I'm
fine with it staying as a sole Batman, like with the Tomorrowverse where it was just Batman. In that universe, he never had a Robin, so I'm fine with that kind of building that way. If you want to keep it as an adult focused with more detective work, then you want to keep Robin out of it a bit more.
Yeah. So. I'm interested to see if they pick up on just going back to one of the episodes, that Gentleman Ghost episode where he was inside Alfred. He's like, "Oh, he's hiding something from you," and then we saw that clip of him hearing the shot and running down the air. I wonder if they'll pick that thread up again, because I thought that was going to get like spoken about more in like one of these episodes before the end, which it hasn't. So I'm curious to see if maybe they get to the point where he's calling him Alfred, they actually get along. Then Alfred's like, "I need to tell you something." Whether it's Joe Chill ran past me and I didn't stop him because I was worried about you, and he's like, "Well, you should have stopped him," kind of thing, or like this hindsight thing, or it's I don't know, something like that.
Well, it could just literally be that he knew he was Batman. Said you were hiding something.
Yes, yeah. It could be that, yeah. Where he's like hiding something from you.
Too much.
Yeah, maybe. Cool. All right, well, Caped Crusader completed. Let's look forward to season 2.
Achievement unlocked.
Achievement unlocked, yeah. So everyone, that was episode 10, the season finale of Batman Caped Crusader. What do you think of the show? Is it your favourite version of Batman? What do you like about it? What maybe would you like to see change in season 2? Let us know your favourite episode of the 10 as well. Please comment below, let us know, and give us. I know I can't remember his name. The commenter that always does rankings or
Joel.
Yeah, Joel. He'll rank the crap out of these 10 episodes. So I'm looking forward to see your ranking, Joel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Head over to our Patreon to see full watch along reactions. We're also on social media as well. Links in the description, and we still do YouTube channel. YouTube. Podcast. What are you watching YouTube? Podcast as well. It's been a long night. Podcast. Please go and check us out there as well. And we'll see you very soon for another reaction.